You know that feeling when you cram all night and by breakfast your brain's already hit the factory reset button? Yeah. Turns out Japanese students figured out the cheat code decades ago. They memorize over 2,000 tiny complicated symbols and remember them forever.
Bruh.
Not because they're superhuman, but because they accidentally discovered what neuroscientists are just now proving in labs. And here's the wild part. This isn't about studying harder or longer. It's actually about doing way less, but doing it at the exact right moments. Stick around, because the trick I'm dropping at the end literally rewires how your brain saves information while you sleep. No joke. It's like discovering your brain has a save button you never knew existed. Chapter 1. The Afternoon Power Move. All right, let's talk about the one technique that makes everything else look like child's play. Spaced repetition. Sounds boring, right? But listen, this is the difference between forgetting everything in 3 days versus remembering it for 3 decades. Here's how Japanese students actually do it. Day 1, you learn something. Day 2, you test yourself on it. Not reread it, test yourself. Day 4, you recall it again. Day 7, same thing. Each time you pull that memory out of your brain, you're basically sharpening a knife. By week 4, that knowledge is carved so deep, it's practically permanent. And the crazy part? This takes way less time than what you're doing now. You're probably rereading the same chapter 5 times in one sitting. Your brain tunes out after the first read. But when you space it out, your brain goes, oh wait, I need this information again? Better hold on to it. Japanese students work in focused blocks. 40 minutes of concentration, then 10 minutes off. Not scrolling, just staring out a window or stretching. During that break, your hippocampus is replaying what you just learned in the background. You're resting, but your brain's working overtime, organizing everything. Most students try to marathon through 3 hours straight. That's like trying to sprint a full marathon. Your brain has natural attention, peaks and valleys. Fighting it is pointless. Work with it instead. They eat light lunches too. Rice, veggies, fish. No greasy burger that puts you in a food coma. Because focus isn't willpower, it's biology. You can't think clearly when your body's using all its energy to digest a brick of cheese. Quick story, I once tried studying right after eating an entire pizza. Woke up an hour later with my face on the textbook and drool on chapter 7. Not my finest moment. Look, if this is already clicking for you, maybe tap that like button so your future self remembers where you found this. Or don't. I'm not your dad. Chapter 2. The Morning Brain Hack. Most people think learning starts when you sit at your desk. Nope, it starts the second you wake up. Your brain's like soil. You can't just throw seeds on dry dirt and expect to garden. Japanese students figured this out. Before they even look at a textbook, they step outside. Even just walking to school or standing near a window. That sunlight hits your eyes and tells your brain, okay, time to wake up and focus. It boosts cortisol at the right time and resets your internal clock. Sharper memory, better attention, all from 10 minutes of daylight. Some do light movement too, not a full workout, just enough to get blood flowing. Studies show even 10 minutes of easy exercise boosts memory recall by 20%. That's like getting a free upgrade on your brain's operating system. Then, here's the genius move. Instead of jumping into new material, they quickly review yesterday's stuff first. Not rereading, recalling. Testing themselves before moving forward. This strengthens those neural pathways right before you add new ones. Western students obsess over input, reading more, watching more. Japanese students value output, pulling knowledge from memory. And that's what actually makes it stick. They also do these tiny rituals. Pouring tea slowly, arranging their desk, taking a breath before starting. Seems small, but rituals tell your brain this moment matters. That sense of importance is what shifts stuff from short-term to long-term storage. Honestly, I used to roll out of bed and immediately start studying in my pajamas with zero sunlight. Wonder why I couldn't remember anything? Turns out my brain was still half asleep. Real talk though, you're already halfway through and I haven't even dropped the biggest secret yet. The one at the end literally changes how your brain processes everything while you're unconscious. Keep watching because missing that would be like leaving a concert before the final song. Chapter 3. The Evening Ritual. Most students think the day ends when they close the book. But in Japan, the evening is just as critical as the studying itself. Why? Because that's when your brain decides what stays and what gets deleted forever. Instead of scrolling through your phone for 2 hours, Japanese students do a quick light review of what they learned that day. Not hours of study, just 10 minutes. Why so short? Because reviewing right before sleep sends a massive signal to your brain. This information matters. Save it. During the night, your hippocampus replays the things you touched most recently. That's literally how short-term knowledge becomes long-term memory. It's like hitting save on a computer. If you don't hit save before shutting down, everything disappears. Deep sleep is the ultimate study hack. While you're unconscious, your brain reorganizes knowledge, throws away the noise, strengthens the important signals. But this only happens in deeper stages of sleep. That's why Japanese students care about sleep hygiene. Lights dimmed, screens off an hour before bed, calm routine instead of chaos. Every late-night scroll, every extra coffee, every just one more episode steals from the memory you worked all day to build. They also practice Kaizen, small, steady improvement. Many set one tiny goal before sleep, one sentence in a journal, one flashcard recalled. Not about volume, about rhythm. A day that ends with progress, no matter how small, creates momentum for tomorrow. There's this Japanese word, ma. It means the space between, the pause. At night, students embrace a few minutes of quiet. No rushing, no noise, just stillness before sleep. This isn't wasted time. It's the bridge that lets your mind shift from stimulation into restoration. I tried this once and realized I hadn't experienced actual silence in like 3 years. My brain didn't know what to do. It was like rebooting an old computer that just keeps loading. Okay, real question for you. Think about your own study routine right now. Are you doing literally the opposite of everything I just said, like staying up till 2 a.m., doom scrolling, skipping reviews? Drop a comment and just be honest about your biggest study struggle. Maybe something here helped, or maybe you've got your own trick. Either way, I'm curious because we're all trying to figure this out together. Chapter 4, The Real Secret. Here's the truth. Japanese students aren't superhuman. They don't have bigger brains or secret IQ levels. What they have is rhythm. Morning isn't rushed, it's aligned. Afternoon isn't heavy, it's structured. Evening isn't wasted, it's sealed. When you stack these small habits, something crazy happens. Knowledge doesn't just visit your mind for a test. It lives there. It becomes part of you. Think about this. Every time you said, I'm just not a morning person, or I'll never remember this stuff, what if you were wrong? What if it wasn't you, it was the method? The Japanese way proves one thing. You don't need more hours, you need better rhythm. Tomorrow morning, try just one piece of this routine. Not the whole system, just one small step. Maybe 2 minutes of movement, maybe one flashcard review, maybe turning off your screen 30 minutes earlier tonight. Do it once, feel the difference. Then let rhythm do its work. No supplement, no app, no last-minute cram session has ever come close to the clarity this routine gives. It's simple, it's human, and it works. So yeah, if you want more videos that actually help instead of just sounding smart, hit subscribe and check out the next video on screen.